My open story trendy and a nimpa ni din day war headline bi aso a Dr. Ann Sansa Dali. Now in fact enre numre good evening Ghana so time po adomochre etena se no ye nua bema ye bibia Okatakyie Afrifa mensa okupi mo bema ne wan what vibe na say.
But of course, you know this country where we reward people.
Well, so for the work he did to
for
help
what
NDC
he did
to win,
yes. So
he
that
is
is
entitled to one board membership.
I wasn't so sure of which position they were going to give him. But I had the information that the government was going to give Kevin Taylor a position. But because he has a warrant on him and he cannot be present, then he came in. You know, he's been in the country twice since the NDC won the.
I know of once.
Yeah, he's been here twice.
Me no concern him. No man would discuss here there. Charlie, Kenny Jonas say it's not a joke anymore. Me say ban concern ye soldier.
For the soldier, not just a soldier, the predator, the terminator, the black Schwarzenegger, the blade. And if you see my eyes, you see Wesley Snipes. When you switch my eyes, you see Wesley Snipes. I'm not here to joke, Jake Paul. Get ready for the soldier. If you are sleeping, then wake up for soldier. Once a soldier, always a soldier.
Hanson are subscribing near chill free airtime. And yaha, and he finds the obey answer be subscribing. Oh, subscribe your boys pop up be beba. What's a vibe na say? Oh, share video no be who pop up selecting network I will pay. Now enjoy free airtime. When you say by luck and by chance, or selecting network na once the process and no better so very simple. O subscribe no ye chow airtime free ye nya hanoma he fine ti because fellow no agye me so say filler Intino Ann Sansa Dali Dr. Bakope ne ho nsem ne de ye wo honom ye hu say ye bra panyi Okatakyie Afrifa abes posing a big time so onye doctor ama National Health Insurance Association omo board na omo fa ne say board member in fact omo revoke our contract no very fast na enye easy nti enram good evening Ghana so na me hu say yem bra panyi Paul ekatena se no ana o invite Okatakyie Afrifa na in fact omo convo no
Okatakyie, you started this onslaught on this lady a few days ago. Why were you concerned about this, the process?
Right, well, as usual, good evening to the people watching us from far and near. And I can tell Facebook is buzzing.
It is.
Right, so first of all, this is a national duty. Nothing short of that. It is nothing personal. It is not to get at anyone. But it is a way of serving my country, where I believe so strongly if something is not going on well, I should be a good citizen and speak up, for which I am doing now. So you were asking questions about why Council of State, who is supposed to do diligence on this matter, but this thing could slip through. I call it a Kevin Taylor effect.
What is Kevin Taylor effect?
No. So for what you don't know, that position is more or less like a reserved position for Kevin Taylor, for which he was supposed to put somebody that he trusts. And this is the person that he puts there. So it was a reward.
Is he Kevin Taylor connected to health?
Yeah, no. But of course, you know this country where we reward people.
Well, so for the work he did to help
what
NDC
he did
to win,
yes. So
he
that is
entitled to one board membership.
I wasn't so sure of which position they were going to give him. But I had the information that the government was going to give Kevin Taylor a position. But because he has a warrant on him and he cannot be present, then he came in. You know, he's been in the country twice since the NDC won the.
I know of once.
Yeah, he's been here twice.
He's come again.
Yeah, he's come again, and
he was protected again.
He was protected again, and
there
was a meeting that was held at a place called Mangwasi in East Legon. Yes. There is a white.
Were you there?
You know this job. We pick information, and there's very authentic information. You can de-associate yourself.
Oh no, don't worry.
I am saying
people meeting is not.
So there was a meeting held where Kevin Taylor told a certain leadership of the NDC that this is or not power of attorney. He gives it to this woman in case they want to give him an appointment. This woman should represent him. That is how come they put her on the board. So no due diligence was done because it was Kevin Taylor's appointment. And I'm sure you can tell from the way almost everybody in this government is as though nothing works unless Kevin Taylor says it. The president is even taking actions because Kevin Taylor is backing about it. So when it comes to issues of Kevin Taylor and its associates, which as we delve into it, I'll show you. There is a criminal syndicate that has been built by this boy to the extent that they blackmail people in high places that you cannot even do what ordinarily you're supposed to do when you are going to appoint somebody like this.
No, I don't get it. Blackmail.
Yeah, blackmail.
That's serious.
Which
Who
certainly
is blackmailing?
Kevin Taylor and this lady and quite a few other people.
Why do the people what do they do to be blackmailed? Why do they get themselves into this?
So this lady gets closer to people in high places.
How does she do that?
Of course, the same way he could manage her way to come and sit on GH1. To think that your brother Bulare could fall for her tricks and all that. Of course, you should know the girl has some level of IQ. And I have been with this girl before. She's my friend. We've been friends for quite some time. She is a smart woman. That one you can't take it away from her. She is very smart, except that she uses her smartness for the wrong things. So this girl can swindle her way through and get to almost every corner in this country, high places. I saw you reading a text.
Yes,
which you said that
it's not verified. So.
No, but I am telling you that it's a trite knowledge. People who were on the campaign trail of the NDC knows that whenever they were calling President Mahama's physician to come and take care of him, it was this lady they called from a very reliable source.
Well, I met President Mahama in UK with a doctor that I know. It wasn't her.
Well, but I'm saying that from a very reliable source. This lady was on the campaign trail of the NDC all through the campaign. So somebody was telling me that no wonder at some point the president's face was looking.
She was on the campaign trail.
Yes.
Okatakyie Afrifa wa maso obedi ago issue no. Hey. Enya grown up man boy o se man wa na adwi so obedi o. Na mia brena o se ane de o ye criminal. Where word o use ye o so ye criminal no hwe o so ye very criminal. Na Ghana hanom o de dimpemfo pie o se denti na omo nche no. O se saade we binuma ye de omo de ne krenu ande no be a che omo ade na anda so ne nam kroma nom chiachi na to o se onim penfo bi na ye de eye sa no ma bone no Okatakyie Afrifa enya abotere breaking no ma down e ma me kra metie no in fact na wosen agu me.
The bottom line is that this girl managed to get herself into a higher place with Kevin Taylor involved, and they were running a criminal syndicate, which as we progress, I'm going to show you. I have a lot of information on these people. Even the one that you saw just recently being released is the least among them.
The videos of
videos of her swindling her way through pretending to be a doctor. No, she's not. She's never been a doctor. So when I got the information that she was going to be appointed on to no mean a board than NHIA board, such a sensitive position. This is somebody whose stock in trade is to edit documents, and
so let's stay on the blackmail. Let's storytell it. So assuming that these are some of the certificates that they put there that she presents.
All these certificates are fake. It was edited.
Assuming she wants to blackmail, and the blackmail, was it about politicians or
big men in higher places?
Politicians, business leaders?
Politicians, businessmen. So what people don't know.
So she comes to you and says, "What? I'm a doctor," and then how does she blackmail?
As to how she makes friends, of course, she's been friends with almost everybody. I posted a video on For the Records where she was talking about Owusu Bempah, talking about
yes, I think I've seen that. Nigel Gezi and Owusu Bempah.
Because she is friends with almost all the people at higher place. As to how she managed to get there, I don't know.
So when she becomes your friend,
then she leaks information to Kevin Taylor.
What does she get you to do to blackmail? What does she get?
Quite a few other things,
like what?
Including things that you and I can imagine. Records them and
amorous
relationship.
So she becomes so that's targeting men then.
Targeting men, of course.
So she gets that's her in the another video.
All right. So this video, what she's been doing is that because she tells a lot of lies, and Paul, this one is nothing personal. It has nothing to do with her as a person because I've been a friend before, and I'm not interested in what she's been doing wrong or right.
Is that the same person?
Yes, that's the same person. So what she's been doing is that she tells a story as though a certain facility, a medical facility, and this facility is a well-spun medical facility in America, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So she will tell a story as though the medical facility belongs to her. And so if you can tell, she sheepishly will go around taking videos and photos in front of certain facilities. Then come and swindle people that is her facility, sometimes taking huge amounts of money from them.
Yeah, but why are you giving her money because she has a facility? What is it?
She tells you that come and invest in A, come and invest in B. She's building OB Gynae in Ghana, and she's gotten to a certain point and all that, and you'll be interested. And there's one of the pictures, which I'm sure you don't have it here, where she will edit a bank account statement, sometimes from Wells Fargo, which states several millions of dollars in the account, but she'll tell you a different story, you'll be interested. The kind of juicy information.
But the account must bear her name.
The account will bear the name of the hospital, well edited. And what people don't know, this has been the stock in trade of this girl and Kevin Taylor for years. Most of the things that people were seeing on Kevin Taylor's platform were edited. And this is their stock in trade. So she will edit a Wells Fargo account. If somebody can edit her credentials, what else can she edit?
Okay, still, let's get back to the blackmail. I'm interested in the story, but let's get back to the blackmail.
So
she gets to know you.
Right.
She engages in an amorous relationship with you.
Sometimes.
And then she videos it without you knowing?
Sometimes she'll video it, sometimes she'll tell you she's pregnant. And for that matter, you need to send her money, you do this, you do that. Then on Saturday, I'm going to show videos of her portraying to be pregnant.
We can't wait for Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, but assuming that she has an amorous relationship with...
a big man married, you are scared. So obviously when
candidate A, and he says, I'm pregnant. I say, okay, you can have the baby. Will she move to something else?
No, of course. She will run you through, and I'll show you. Like I said on Saturday, I'll show you. She will run you through a whole 9 months or so, where she can sometimes tell you that the baby has to be induced. And not only politicians, as far as Nigeria, they are engaged in money laundering activities.
Who is they?
I'm talking about Kevin Taylor and this lady. Where there is a certain allergy in Tudu, whom they use to do all these things.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that photograph of some allergy in Tudu where they go and do money.
Saturday, I'm going to do a lot on this. So okay, people think that it's just about she having fake credentials.
So when she gives the information to Kevin Taylor, in case you don't pay,
then they'll use it against you. So blackmail.
So when we hear Kevin Taylor mentioning people's names, it's all about that.
This guy is an assassinator. Of course, you know he's an assassin, political assassin. Where he goes on rampage, and what he does best is that, you see, when we are talking about somebody committing a crime against the state.
Malaria and cheme, and so now a war at so a very sad, a very bad. You're ready soon swine at the body on my Ebekopie. PK Vibes Africa, and Miss Happen now subscribing near Chawadia account. Subscribe, now enjoy free time. Into Okatakyie and not on Good Evening Ghana or Seho or Metro TV, Macrao.